This video will be talking about the Eastern Renaissance and was created by Sofia Mendoza, Anya Huang, and Carmel Falik. Confucianism, which was a major belief system during the Han Dynasty, came back in the Tang and Song dynasties in the form of Neo-Confucianism. Neo-Confucianism emphasized on personal morality, personal virtue, respect for the wise, and focus on tradition. It was a response to new beliefs coming in, like Buddhism. The believers of Neo-Confucianism were hostile towards foreign beliefs, most commonly Buddhism, and the belief also emphasized tradition and strict social structure since they thought it would bring social harmony and prosperity. During the Tang and Song dynasties, the scholars tried to recover Confucian texts. Academies were founded based on Neo-Confucian thinking, and they became popular. Zhu Xi was a prominent Confucian of this time, and he stressed the importance of applying philosophical principles to daily life. He had a great impact on the popularity of intellectual life. China at this time was less receptive to other ideologies and foreign ideas because of the rebirth of Confucianism. The civil service exam, which was used in the Han Dynasty, also revived at this time and was used to test people on many different important subjects. In the Tang Empire, emperors patronized academies in order to train state officials and educate them with Confucian classics. There was a boom and the number of scholars and exams expanded. The Ministry of Rights administered exams to students in government schools or people who were recommended by famous scholars. Success in the exams put you in a special social status. Those who passed the exams on philosophical or legal classics and Chinese literature got the highest offices in government. Those people were called the Jinshi. During the Song Dynasty, the government fully routinized the civil service exam. It was given every 3 years at 3 levels: district, provincial, and imperial. More people passed the exam at this time than in the Han Dynasty. Because of the revival of the civil service exam, a revival in the social structure occurred as well. In the Han Dynasty, there was a class of scholar gentry that arose, and this class rebirthed and became important figures during the Tang and Song dynasties. In the Tang Dynasty, this revived class of scholar gentry became governors and other political leaders. The Tang rulers used them to offset the aristocrats. This caused the aristocrats to lose a role in Chinese history. Also, the scholar gentry lived comfortable lives. They could wear certain clothes and were exempt from corporal punishment. The Song rulers promoted the interests of the Neo-Confucian scholar gentry. The scholar gentry officials also got additional perks like more servants and access to luxury goods like silk and wine. The strong bureaucracy from the Han Dynasty revived into an even stronger bureaucracy in the Tang and Song dynasties. From the Tang era onward, the power was shared by royal families and the bureaucrats. The scholar gentry staffed most of the posts in the executive departments that oversaw the vast bureaucracy. The bureaucracy was similar to America's government. There were secretaries who drafted imperial decrees and monitored reports of regional and provincial officials. There was a bureau of censors whose task was to keep track of all officials. And there were also executive ministries that were in charge of things like war and justice. A new law code called the Tang Code was created at this time and was influenced by the Qin and Han dynasties. During the Song Dynasty, the bureaucracy was bloated with well-paid officials that usually did nothing for most of the time. This government structure caused the scholar gentry to gain full control rather than the aristocratic families. During this time, trade revived and flourished, causing the Tang and Song dynasties to flourish as well. However, the rulers did not want the new ideas and foreign influence to come in with the trade. This new revival of trade caused more intense influence of the Song and Tang dynasties over the rest of Asia. New technology, like the magnetic compass, allowed for this influx of trade to occur. It made navigating the sea a lot easier. The compass also spread all over the world, like Europe and the Middle East. We hope you enjoyed watching this video and that you learned about the Eastern Renaissance and the new ideas that revived at the time of the Song and Tang dynasties. Thank you.